All right. It's been a minute. I hope everything is right. Good morning. How my honey boons doing? I try to get my stuff together. Okay. So we're gonna be doing. I'll be recreating some of my Sims. Wow. Well, you listen to a recording of me reading my book. Okay. Um. Yeah. Let me see. Where we go? There we go. Okay. And here we go. Play. Okay. Oh. All right. Matthew chapter 18:20. For where two or three are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst. All right. Also, thine, O Lord, is the greatness and the power and the glory and the victory and the majesty. For all that is in heaven and in the earth is thine. Thine is the kingdom, O Lord, and thou art exalted as head above all. I like to start with scriptures, verse of the days, and whatever when I'm starting to read and stuff like that. Since this is the beginning, under the circumstances, of course. Since my dad is sleeping well, beautifully. This is the scripture I want to read over him. I'm going to read it for you guys. It's John chapter 14, verse 27. It says, peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. Amen. That was the King James Version. Amen, amen, amen. Sleep well and be in peace, Dad. All right. All right. All right. Well, there should be, at this point in time, already some a series already up called I don't know, Kissing Cousins series, Kissing My Best Friend Brother series on this here channel, the Heaven J Fox channel. Like I said, I'm Jimmy JT Tipton. I will be the one reading for Heaven J Fox, which I am Heaven J Fox. I am Crackhead Jimmy. I am OG Sims. You know what I'm saying? I am all these things. I am DNW. I am. Okay? So, man, oh man, oh man. One of the things though I'm not pretty sure on now, this is technically the first real book I've written, right? This right here, the Westbrook High Series, this is book 1. Although it says, Foxy fitting in is hard to do. That's the title, but it's the Westbrook High Series, book 1. Okay? Book 1. Although you'll see that Kissing Cousins, this short little thing, went through first. I sent that through first before I sent this because I didn't know how to work KDP back in 2014. So I'm like, well, let me send this through first to see how it goes. Make sure I don't make no mistakes, right? And then went through, fine. I didn't think nobody's going to download it or read it or review or anything. So then, after that one went swell, then here I go. I uploaded this one. Okay? That's how it started. So, here we are, the Westbrook High series. Okay, so starting off, I should have did this with the other books, but I didn't. It's okay. You live and you learn. You know what I mean? So let's go. I'm going to read to you the description. Okay? It says, freshman Amber Styles has had it with being a nobody. That's why she will do whatever it takes to date a popular guy at Westbrook High. Even if it means stepping on the toes of Westbrook High's most popular cheerleader, Symphony Perkins. Yep. But how is that even possible when Amber has low self-esteem and a pimply complexion? Symphony Perkins is aka aspiring fashion designer. She is finding it hard to keep her rep intact with all of Amber's shenanigans, threatening to be kicked off the cheerleading squad as captain, and if she doesn't get her math grades up. She decides to put the frenemy thing to good use, all the while dealing with kept secrets from those she's closest to. Okay? Roman Davis, Westbrook's MVP football player, is not having a good school year. If it isn't one thing, it's another. He has his own secret he's keeping, and he'll find out secrets that are being kept from him. Even though Roman betrayed his best friend Quincy, he tries everything in his power to right that wrong. Hunter Santos is back after being gone for a year. Something has severed her and her father's relationship. Oh my God. And Hunter tries her hardest to win back his affection. But does he even deserve a second chance? Well, enemies turn into friends and friends turn into enemies in this first installment of the Westbrook High Series. Sit back, relax, and get ready for a ride of your life. That's right, we have 10, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 books in this series. Get ready, okay? Amen. Let's go. All right. Alrighty. Let's see. All right, here we go. Westbrook High Series. The Name is Hard to Do. A novel by Heaven J. Fox. That's the copyright page. 2014. Heaven J. Fox is still. Don't forget to go to heavenjfox.com. Sign up for the newsletter so that you can stay in touch with us no matter what. Okay? You want to keep in touch. You never know. Okay? They close and shut things down all the time. Okay? All right? Dedication. Dedicated to my entire family. I would not have been able to even write a single word on paper if it weren't for you guys pushing and uplifting me. Acknowledgements. First and foremost, thank you, Lord, for giving me the gift of storytelling. Please continue giving me the word to reach out and teach someone. If it had not been for you, I don't know where I'd be. Thanks to my mom and dad, my husband, all my children, my sisters and brothers, nieces, nephews, and grandkids for being there for me. Last but not least, a very special thanks to all my readers. Mwah. Oh, we ready. We doing chapters 1 to 3. Hopefully, unless I talk too much here already, which I probably did. But it's okay. We doing it. We doing it. We got a lot to fit in. Y'all ready? Get it, fit in. and hey, get ready, cause it's already just this do have an audio book. If y'all get tired of hearing me, what do you call commentary, but you know that's part of the love of it all. Commentary, cause me, I'm Jimmy. I'm Jimmy. Anybody would be love to have me read their book. Shoot, just let me know. You know, you want me? You wrote a book. You want me to read it? Oh, I'll read it for you. It better be good, cause if it bore me to death, I'm gonna be like, oh, yeah, yeah. See, trust me. Yeah. All right, here we go. Chapter 1. The most basic human desire is to feel like you belong. Fitting in is important. Simon Sinek. Okay? Now remember, y'all gotta remember this is 2014. Well, probably before 2014. It was just published in 2014. Okay? It ain't been updated like that. It just ain't. Just follow the flow. You be good. Yeah, right. It's interesting. It's good. Okay? Let's roll. Oh, wait. Did I say good morning? I don't know. Just in case I didn't. Good morning. How my honey bays doing? Y'all ready to get started on this? Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. Let's do this. Amber Styles looked in a mirror at her 15-year-old body and detested it. She wanted her size 2 jeans to be at least a size 10, 12, so she can have one of those apple bottom booties, like the girls in her class. They got so much love, so much attention from guys. She, too, wanted that attention. She wanted a guy, any guy, to walk past her in the hallway and feel her booty, and so she could slap him across the head and tell him to quit playing. Quit playing. Boy, you better quit playing. Like that, you know. Amber wrapped a few pieces of toilet paper around her hand and stuffed it in each side of her bra. She cupped her breasts with her palm to give it to give them a few squeezes, hoping the toilet paper wouldn't look so lumpy. She maneuvered it around a few times so she could acquire a more natural looking roundness. Bending down in front of her full-length mirror, she used her arms to squeeze whatever bosom she had together. What does a chick have to do to get some cleavage? She questioned herself. Ew! That's disgusting! Is that what you girls really do? Cameron says as he busts into his sister's room. Cam, get out! Amber screams as she snatches the toilet paper from her bosom and throws them into the wastebasket. Cameron didn't budge an inch. Instead, he says, give me $5 and I won't tell Roman Davis. Ugh, you know I don't have $5. Okay, suit yourself. Amber reaches into her pants pockets. Here, all I have is $2. Take it and shut up. Amber and her two best friends, Willow and Ryder, climbed into the school bus. Since Willow and Ryder boarded first, They filled the first empty seats in the front, which left Amber alone to search for a place to place herself. Amber's eyes shifted towards the back as she saw Symphony, a sophomore, halfway standing and waving. "Come back here with us." Amber's heart sank into her stomach and chills radiated down her spine. Could Symphony Perkins be talking to her? Amber smiled, waved, making her way to the back of the bus to sit with all the cool and popular kids until she saw Symphony's face distorted as if she smelled something funky. "Excuse me?" Spirit Sweet said as she maneuvered her way around Amber. She was now embarrassed. How could she have been so stupid to think someone like Symphony would actually smile, wave, and tell her to come to the back with her? Amber just sat in the first seat she saw next to a random girl. This seat is taken." The girl pushes on Amber to move out of the seat. Not wanting to draw any more attention to herself, she quickly got up and sat somewhere else. That was it. Amber thought to herself, tomorrow she will make sure she gets on the bus before Willow or Ryder and make one of them have to find a suitable seat. "It's some bull." Quincy Garnett boards the bus and heads towards the back. He sees the back on, I see they back on this mess again. "Bruh, what are you hollering about now?" Roman Davis laughed as he got up so Quincy can scoot over to the window. "It was way too early in the morning for all that. I'm just saying, it's lame as heck that the bus passes us to go pick up the high rollers in the condos and then roll back down the hill to pick us up at last." Quincy shakes his head. "This bus full to the max already can't find a seat." "Well, you know, they have to pick up the queen first." Symphony looked over at Quincy and shined her bright smile on his face. Spirit laughed. "You should be smart like me and at least walk up to the next bus stop. You need to walk up to the condos with your fat ass." Quincy shot a look at Spirit that dared her to keep it going because how he was feeling right now, he could crack jokes all day. "Hi, y'all calm all that down and chill." Roman looks over at Quincy. "I don't know what your problem is. I saved you a seat." Roman laughs because he knows Quincy hates sitting on the inside. "Nigga, if you were really doing me a favor, you let me sit where you are. I'm taller than you anyway." "You wish." Roman sat back and glanced over at Symphony and licked his lips. "Hey, tell your girl to trade me seats so this nigga stops crying." Hunter Santos sighed as she got up to change seats. "I really don't care where I sit as long as y'all can shut up." She nestled in by the window seat and closed her eyes. "What?" Roman waited for Symphony to slide in the seat first. This is my seat. You are sitting with me, so in you go, boo-boo." "Oh, man, you gotta be kidding me." Roman scoots in the seat and sits by the window. "I'm supposed to be your man. That means the woman gets the window, and the man is always supposed to be on the outside." "Says who?" Symphony wanted to know. Quincy, on the other hand, stretched his long legs in the aisle and laughed at Roman. Oh man. So what that made me when the shoe was on the other foot. End of chapter 1. Going on to 2. My medium complexion skin tone. Hey sis, how you doing? I miss you. My medium complexion skin tone would have been perfect if it wasn't for the 101 dark spots that I had taken over. I knew I wasn't the finest thing on this earth, but I also knew I wasn't the ugliest. If I could get rid of some of these cosmetic defects, I might just be considered desirable to boys. I stand in the mirror. I stand in the front. Is this my voice? Because I really feel like it's just not. And it is. Are you sure? It is. Alright.
My medium complexion skin tone. I'm sorry, but Jimmy, I don't know. My medium complexion skin tone would have been perfect if it wasn't for the 1001 dark spots that I had taken over. I knew I wasn't the finest thing on this earth, but I also knew I wasn't the ugliest. If I could get rid of some of these cosmetic defects, I might just be considered desirable to boys. I stand in front of my bathroom mirror, fussing with my 2-week-old relaxed hair. It was broken off in some places, but those parts were easy to cover with the longer strands that had adorned my head. I parted my hair on the side and flat ironed my barely to the bottom length hair straight down and bumped the ends, but not too much to give my hair the appearance of being longer than it really was. So, is there a problem with looking at Jimmy with my voice? Is it?
I'm good, sis. How are you? I just got this recording playing while I'm eating. You what I'm saying. Did you ever get your computer fixed?
Huh.
Hi guys, it's Heaven J. I'm here to help Jimmy out and read some of the female parts that has chapters, not trying to do it within.
Aw, sorry to hear that, sis. This is my first time. I ain't even really been. I ain't been uploading much or nothing. That's for sure. Yeah, I know you do. I don't know how you making it this long. Damn, damn. I don't want to smack nobody's ears, so I'm gonna finish eating real quick. Turn this back on.
Da, 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 da. And I'm not even going to try to pretend as if I'm as funny as Jimmy because I'm not. All right? So let's see how this works out and let's go ahead and do it. All right? Because this is a long 10-book series. So me and Jimmy can probably chop it up depending on he read the guide chapters. Maybe I'll read the female chapters and we'll see what's good. Right? All right. Let's get to it. Here we go. Chapter 2, Amber Styles. Cricket smile. My medium complexion skin tone would have been perfect if it wasn't for the 1001 dark spots that had taken over. I knew I wasn't the finest thing on this earth, but I also knew I wasn't the ugliest. If I can get rid of some of these cosmetic defects, I might just be considered desirable to boys. I stand in front of the bathroom mirror, fussing with my 2-week-old relaxed hair. It was broken off in some places, but those parts were easy to cover with the longer strands that adorned my head. I part my hair on the side and flat iron my barely to the bottom of my ear-length hair straight down and bump the ends, but not too much to give my hair the appearance of being longer than it really was. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it is. All right. I thought about the girls at school and how they all seemed to have long, bouncy, and silky hair. It might not have been theirs, but they owned it in so many ways. Their mothers take them to the shop, I mumble. Aloud. I hate the way I look and having to get my relaxer from a dark and lovely box done in Joy's kitchen in Curls, my mother's kitchen. The way my skin feels right now, I can't wait to get out of these clothes. As I run my bath water, I talk to my girl Willow on the phone. What are you doing, best friend? Willow asks me. Pouring kosher salt, and olive oil in my bath water. What? Are you trying to make yourself a salad? Willow burst out laughing as if she'd made the funniest joke in the world. Willow and me go way back to elementary and practically did everything together. Where you saw one, you would see the other. Anyway, best friend, you ready for tomorrow? Willow asked me over the phone. You know I am. I look in the bathroom mirror again, imagining the way I want it to look tomorrow. From what I imagine makes me smile, but my smile quickly diminishes when I see my 2 front teeth staring back at me, taunting me. It was as if they were laughing and making fun of me too. They were bigger than most and weren't as straight as everyone else's, but if I smiled just right, it wouldn't be noticeable. A lot of times people think I'm mad because I don't smile a lot. Whatever. If they had these things, they wouldn't find much to smile about either. Amber, did you hear me? Willow screams into the phone for the umpteenth time. Nah, what'd you say? I was too busy thinking about my imperfections and forgot all about my friend on the phone. Never mind, Willow said, defeated. I turned off my almost overflowed bath water and thought of a way to console my best friend. All right, best friend, go ahead. I couldn't hear with this water running. I lie. I was saying, hold that thought. My dad is beeping in. I cut Willow off without waiting for her to respond. Hey, Dad. Hey, beautiful. I rolled my eyes to the thought of him thought of me being compared to beauty. I scratched the rashes that had formed on my neck and my arm. I was just calling to see how you guys were doing. Thanks, Dad. I knew he wasn't calling just for me. I was about to tell my father I'd call him back because Willow was on the other line, but the phone clicked, alerting me that Willow had already hung up. So, is your mama still seeing that guy? I hated it when he confronted me about my mom's business. He knew darn well my mother was still seeing Keith. Yes, Daddy. I have to sit here and babysit all his humps and sighs over the phone as if this was the first time he'd heard it all. I could be taking my bath right now. I tilt my head and stare at the ceiling while tapping my foot. My back, because I know what's coming next. See, if it wasn't for that dude, me and your mama could have gotten back together. I've been sitting here waiting on your mom. He sulks and some more and says, I ain't seeing nobody. I know, Daddy. I got so tired of hearing this stuff all the time. Every time I turn around, I'm always being put in the middle some kind of way. I was in the kitchen. I walked into the kitchen near my mom because I knew what my father's next question would be. Where's your... Right here. I cut him off handing the phone to my mother, who wore that, "What the hell you giving me the phone for?" look. She snatched the phone from my hand, but I already knew that her frustration wasn't intended for me. "Stop scratching. You're making it worse," my mom says, referring to me dang near mutilating the eczema off my skin. "Go take your bath and put your cream on." After taking my bath, I was going to give my hair another shot, but Willow called me back and we got engrossed into deep conversation. "You ain't find no cute dude that you want to hook up with yet?" I asked her that because she rarely talks about any dude she might like. "Best friend, please. I got better things to do with my time than thinking about some Westbrook High boys." "What? In a minute, I'm gonna think you play for the other team." I couldn't help but laugh out loud. "So you saying you ain't going to winter formal?" "Yeah, I'm going to winter formal. Why do I need a dude to take me to winter formal when I could just take myself? If bad comes to worse, you and I could just roll up in there together. Plus, Amber, that is so far off from now. We just started school and you already thinking about that? Ugh, can this chick get any lamer? I mean, who the heck goes to winter formal by themselves? I'll be damned if I go my first or any high school function by myself or with another chick. This ain't no elementary school dance, Willow. I'll suggest you start finding you a date because I know I'm going to find one. So yeah, I'm thinking about it now because I need to find me a date." "Yeah, okay. Who? I know not Roman Davis." "Why not Roman Davis?" "Well, a couple of reasons actually. For one, he's not on your level. And for two, I think he's seeing Symphony Perkins." "He's seeing Symphony Perkins? I'm in middle school, and even I know that, Amber." Get off the phone, Cam. "Hi, Willow." My brother sings into the phone, ignoring anything I said. "Hey, Cam." Willow sings back. "Now get off the phone. We girl talking." "Okay." Just like that, he hangs up. Just to be 100% sure, he hung up. I click over to the other line to make sure I hear the three-way dial tone. I continue on. You know what? Your name should be Willow Killjoy Martin. You always gotta hate and put somebody down. Even though she was my best friend, emotionally, she seemed like she never had my back. Amber, please. You know they're on a different level than us. They're sophomores and popular as heck. When have we ever hung out with a squad? Have you ever been friends with a cheerleader?
Oh, thank you,
Or
sis.
dated someone that was on the basketball team or football team? I'll answer for you. No, because neither have I. It's always been us three musketeers. Willow was referring to me, and Ryder. We've been three deep since elementary. It wasn't like we met and formed an unending bond. We were more or less thrown together from being outcast from the nerds and the popular group. We weren't athletic enough to be popular or smart enough to be nerds. We were nothing. I'm tired of being a nothing and a nobody. Willow and Ryder might be content with that, but not me. I even thought that since we were all in the same church with different kids other than the ones we went to school with, that it would be different. I thought at church nobody would judge me or look down on me. That it would be an automatic common bond. I found out real quick that going to church was just as stressful as going to school. I still had to deal with funky attitudes, snobbiness, judgment, and cliques. We three musketeers will always be the outcast no matter where we were. That's why it's so important for me to change the curse that plagued me all my life. I was more determined than ever to do whatever I had to do to be popular and accepted by the other side. Any smile I had when we first started this conversation had been long gone. Willow was definitely a fun killer. The least she could have done was to humor me and let me have some fun with my fantasies. I knew that most of the stuff I said and talked about was only wishful thinking, but dang, if she was supposed to be my best friend, she should have joined in and had some fun right along with me. Willow's mind-numbing attitude had me fuming. Amber! My mom yells for me. Huh? I answer back irritated, placing my hand over the receiver so I wouldn't scream in Willow's ear. Don't hunt me! You better come when I call you. Oh, I wish she would make up her mind on what she wants me to do. When I don't say nothing, she just come, she yells at me to say something. All right, best friend. I said in a normal tone, trying not to show Willow how annoyed she made me. I'm about to go to my mom once and finish my hair for tomorrow.
Ah.
Willow didn't even notice how my mood had changed. All right, best friend, later. I was so annoyed. I didn't even say goodbye. I just hung up the phone. Bam, bam, bam. Who at the door? My mom yells. She was in the kitchen trying to piece together something because it was the end of the month and food was scarce. Y'all know how it is. Well, some of you do. My 13-year-old brother, Cameron, whizzes past me, runs to his room, and slams the door behind him. Sorry. You could have gotten a door. I holler at him, but it bounces off his bedroom door and comes back to me void. I pull open the front door, and it's another angry mother holding the hand of her oh so precious child who could never do any wrong in her eyes. Where's your mother? The slightly overweight woman throws at me, along with a whiff of cigarette breath, smelling like she brushed her teeth with a whole pack of cigarettes. Her hair is standing every which way on her head, and as if she had just gotten off the couch from watching her stories. She blows her cigarette smoke through the screen, and it smacks me in the face. Ma! I summon my mother, feeling sorry for the unsuspecting soul on the other end of the screen door.
Thanks, sis.
What? Somebody wants you? Who the hell is it?
Ah.
How the heck was I supposed to know? I look at the woman, and she's obviously fuming. I don't know if she was blowing smoke from her nose or if it was coming from the top of her head. I don't know. I yell back, never having seen this woman before in my life. Within a few seconds, my mother comes storming from the kitchen. She knew as well as I did what was up when she saw the lady and her son standing there with a bloody nose. Your son punched my son in the nose and made it bleed. My mom shifted her weight on one foot and placed her hand on her hip. Cameron! She yells, without taking her eyes off the woman on the other side of the screen door. My brother opens his bedroom door and peers out. Yes? My mom turns around and looks at Cameron as if he already knew what she wanted. Is that him? Miss Gettlefab asks her son. He nods his head as the best he could while holding the toilet paper to his nose. Did you do that? My mom turns around and questions my brother. Okay, wait, see, what had happened was, whoop. My mom smacked Cameron across the back of his neck, back of his head. Mommy, wait, you didn't let me explain. Cameron and the boy went back and forth about each other's version of what happened. Of course, each version was to make each other of them look like innocent bystanders. Having enough, my mom said, well, we're getting nowhere. I'll keep my son over this way, and maybe you should do the same with yours. My mother had enough of the shenanigans. Don't tell me what to do with my child. My mom throws her hands on her hip, cocking her head to the side. Okay, then what do you suggest? My mom says sarcastically. Would you like me to pop my son in the nose so he could bleed too? What I want is for someone to pay for this shirt. For what? You need me to wash it for you? This is a cool shirt. My mom looks at the woman. I gotta get into it. My mom looks at the woman as she's speaking from a foreign language. I paid $80 for this damn shirt, and you gonna give me my money? My mom gasped, and no longer can she compose herself because she thought this lady was on drugs. Trick, please! You need to spend money on fighting lessons because clearly your son got his ass kicked in his Aku shirt. My mother slams the door in the woman's face, leaving her out there screaming and yelling at the door. My mom raises her hand towards the ceiling. Lord, give me patience. Because if you give me strength, I'm going to need bail money too. She looked at Cameron and says, get your butt in that room until I tell you to come out. You gonna make sure these people throw us out on the street. Every day somebody complaining about you. Don't go back outside. I look at
You
my
silly
hair in the
sis.
mirror and compare it to Cynthia and other girls. Ugh. I pick up my pink Bristol brush and hit myself in the head. I pull and yank at each ugly strand on my head until it's a big bushy mess. I hate you! I shriek at my hair in the mirror. What's wrong? My mother Joy says as she peeks her head into the bathroom. Nothing. I still hold a frown with evil eyes and stare at my reflection in the mirror. Aw, baby, it's all right. Here, let me help you. My mother grabbed the comb and began to flat iron my hair. The more my mom touches my hair, the more enraged I become. When my mom finishes, she pats my hair to poof it with her hands. I hate when she does this. My hair now remains above my ears. Stop! I moved my head so my mom couldn't touch it anymore and run into my room to place a scarf over it to cover the bigger mess she made. What is the matter with you? My mom's face bore worry and concern for me. Knowing my mom wouldn't understand, I just say, nothing. I know it's a lie, but I didn't want to hurt my mother's feelings with the truth. Not letting up, she persists until I give her an answer. Why can't I get weave? Why would you want weave? You're only 15 years old, and your hair is beautiful. I jump up and run to the mirror. Where? I ripped the scarf from my head. You tell me where. I knew I had gone too far, but it was too late to take it back now. My mom took a step back to readjust her thoughts, because clearly this was not her daughter standing before her. For one, my mom paused, holding up her index finger. You need to slow your roll, because you getting a little too fly at the mouth. She folds her arms across her chest. Where do you think you get off talking to me like that? I don't think you're... Oh, my bad, sorry. Don't think you're too big for me to grab my belt and whoop your ass, because I will. I knew my mother spoke the truth, so I put my attitude and my mouth in check real quick. Ma, I just can't stand my hair. All the other girls at school go to the shop and wear weave. Since when have I raised you to be like all the other girls? I remained silent because I knew I was fighting a losing battle. I know Willow don't go to no shop, nor do she wear weave. Oh, come on, Ma. That's different, and you know it. Willow has nice hair. I felt a twinge of jealousy tugging on my insides. Feeling agitated, my mom shook her head. Uh-uh. I'm not going to sit up here and do a roundabout when I already told you no. My mom glares at me from above the rim of her glasses. Now, wash your hands and dust all that hair off of you so you can eat. Chapter 3. Live your dream beneath your passion and stand with your team. Cheerleading may not be your life, but it's mine. Amber's mother tells her to go find Cameron. He was supposed to have been in the house. Better yet, he shouldn't have been outside playing. After dinner, he was to take the trash to the dumpster and come right back. He never listens. Amber hopes she didn't see anybody from school. Her mother had her out there looking for him and looking like a fool. She had on her pajama pants and a headscarf. Amber wasn't about to take it off and have to go through all that to put it back on again. Amber walked on the far side of the parking lot and held her head down because she saw Symphony Perkins with her cheerleading squad in the parking lot. She sure didn't want them to see her, especially not looking like this. She wanted to look. She wanted to look. She wished she could go over and join in, but she was too shy to be somebody's cheerleader. Bring It On was one of her favorite movies. Push 'em back, way back. Symphony grabs her purse. She sat on the top of some random person's car and checked the time on her cell. It was 6:53 p.m.
Ah.
Excuse me? Her West Point squad stopped cheering as she directed their attention to a 180-pound Spirit Suite approaching the line. What? Spirit said, still chomping and picking meat from a bone. What? I said meet me here at 6:00 p.m. And you walking your fat ass up here over an hour late. That's what. Girl, my bad. I had to eat first. Oh, really? What you eat? Girl, I had some pork chops, mac and cheese, green beans, and cornbread. Oh, and washed it down with some cherry Kool-Aid. Symphony walks up to Spirit. Can I have some? Yeah, you can have it. It was my third piece anyway. Symphony took the pork chop and threw it far and as hard as she could. All I heard you say was sugar, grease, and cheese. Hey! Amber stops
Ooh.
one of her brother's
What's that,
friends
sis?
bike riding
What you say, sis?
past her. Have you guys seen Cameron? Nope. Alright, if you see him. Laughter rang out from the group of boys as Amber's head stung. What
Yeah.
was that?
Yeah.
The boys looked down at the piece of meat
Absolutely.
lying on the sidewalk. Dang! Is that a pork chop? They all burst out laughing and pointing at Amber as they rolled away. Amber kicks the stupid piece of meat into the parking lot. She takes a shortcut, walking through some of the houses, hoping that Symphony and her friends weren't having a field day at her expense like the little boys. Spirit rolls her eyes at Symphony and smacks her lips. By now, the other girls were leaning on cars and sitting on the curbs, watching Symphony and Spirit. Symphony heard a few of them talking smack, wondering how Spirit got on the team in the first place. Another girl answered because Symphony was team captain and Spirit was her friend. That may have been the case, but truth be told, Spirit can lift that 180 pounds into the air and do a mean Hercules in a split like nobody's business. By now, they all had pissed Symphony off, so she told them to run 2 laps around the whole complexes. 2 laps? Do you know how big these complexes are? Kanisha asked. Symphony looks at the girl, looks the girls up and down because she could have been. Symphony looks the girl up and down because she should have known better than to question her. They all take off running with mad looks on their faces. Symphony sits on a bench at the park because it's the best spot to see the girls when they all pass around again without taking any shortcuts. Even though Symphony has on her booty cut cheer shorts, she crosses her legs as she sits because that's what a lady does. The part of the bench where Symphony sits lifts a little and startles her. She looks to her left, and it was Spirit sitting next to her. That definitely goes for you too. Symphony looks Spirit up and down, especially you. I didn't want to be on the team, no way. Don't forget you asked me. Symphony lights a Newport and blows the smoke in the air. Symphony was annoying. Spirit was annoying Symphony. Here she was trying to be a good friend and help Spirit lose some weight and have fun, and she couldn't even take it seriously. How come you ain't running? Better yet, why you always talk about this healthy exercise stuff and you smoke like a chimney stack? Spirit, don't start with me. Symphony takes a puff and flicks the ashes onto the ground. Girl, can you believe Hunter is finally back? Spirit perches her knee onto the bench and turns her body towards Symphony. She was getting too comfortable to Symphony. So Symphony knew Spirit was about to get into full gossip mode. Yes, Spirit, I can't believe it. I knew she was coming back because the only reason she left was to take care of her grandmother while she was on her sick bed. Yeah, I know. But her mom, what's up with that? Spirit twists her lips. Ain't she a little too old to be having a baby? Symphony backs away from Spirit and looks at her as if she was losing it. She must be having gossip withdrawals because trying to gossip about grown folks? I couldn't care less about anyone's business who wasn't in my age range, Symphony thought. Go. Run now. Symphony yells and points in the direction she should be going. Jalen, Quincy, and Roman walks up to where Symphony and Spirit were sitting. Come on, babe. I'll run with you, Jalen says. He and Roman were cousins who lived together with their grandmother. Spirit and Jalen take off running very slow, which stops in between before they even make it to the corner. You swinging through right quick? Roman asks Symphony. Symphony just looks at him, takes another puff from her cigarette, and hands it over to Quincy. Maybe. What kind of answer is that? Is maybe. Either you is or you ain't. It's my answer. Take it or leave it. Some girl walks through, looking a hot mess. She has a scarf on her head, and her face was screaming for concealer. Hi, Symphony. Symphony jerks back and looks at the guys because she knows that girl did not just speak to her like she knew her. Symphony ignores the girl as if she never opened her mouth to say anything. Amber has been walking around looking for Cameron for at least a good 15 minutes and backtracks to where she thinks he might have gone. He might be, and goes to the yellow park to see if he's there. But instead, she sees Symphony, Roman, and Quincy. She speaks to Symphony, but guesses Symphony didn't hear her because she didn't say a word. Ah, shoot. Look at Symphony making new friends. Quincy jokes and stomps out the cigarette butt on the ground.
Hey, Coco, how you doing?
Boy, bye. Symphony laughs. I don't even know her.
My book. Yeah, I got I don't know, 22 plus books out. This is my first book, one of the first book I wrote. Yeah. Wow, thanks for stopping by. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I just got a plan while I'm trying to make the characters to the story. I'm remaking them. And this time I'm trying to do alpha. Cause usually I'm like Max's match. So yeah, it's good to see you. On this side, huh? Okay, thank you.
Symphony! Symphony! Symphony turns to the sound of her mother's voice. Here! You have to watch her for a minute. I'll be right back. Melody, Symphony's mother, releases Symphony's hair from her ponytail and fidgets with it until she fluffs it out. Appearances, Symphony. Appearances. No, I'm busy. Symphony pushes her mother's hand away and scoops her hair back into the ponytail. It's not going to hurt you to watch your little sister for a minute. You are not doing anything but talking to these little nappy-head boys anyway. Quincy laughs, grabs one of his baby dreads and begin to twist while Roman runs his palms across his waves. No, I got something to do. Okay, that's fine. Remember that the next time you want something. Symphony's mother takes Harmony to the swings and pushes her. Wee, higher, mommy, higher, Symphony hears Harmony say. Symphony directs her attention back to the boys. I'll be over after I have these girls finish their laps. Roman smiles, one of his biggest smiles, because he knows what's up. Push me, Symphony, push me. Symphony looks over towards the swing, and Harmony's swing is at a standstill. Oh, hell no. Symphony looks around the park for her mother, and she's nowhere to be found. Ooh, Symphony growls as she stumps over to the swing to push Harmony. I guess there go our plans, huh? Symphony doesn't answer. She just keeps pushing. Hey, yo, Q, man, you want to babysit? Hell no! He ain't watching my little sister. I wasn't gonna do it no way. I know you wasn't. Harmony hops off the swing to run around the park with her friend.
All right, starting it off with the scripture. All right, it says, stay joined together with me and follow my teachings. If you do this, you can ask for anything you want and it will be given to you. John chapter 15, verse 7. Amen. All right. Well, let's just say, it says, stay joined together with me, okay? And follow my teaching. Stay joined together with God, follow the teaching. Listen to what he tells you to do, okay? If you do this, meaning if you follow the way and his will and with all that, right? If you do this, you can ask. You can ask for anything you want, and it will be given to you. Now, let's say certain things you might want to ask for, but it might not be good for you. So, don't get mad if you don't get it. And be like, well, look, God, you said. Now, you might say, Lord, I want to be able to touch this fire and not get burned. Well, that's kind of stupid. Because you know dang well, fire burns. That's what it's for. It's going to burn you. Okay? You asking God, let me touch the fire and not get burned. You really want, God ain't going to give you, God love you. Ain't no if he love you. God love you. So therefore, he ain't going to give you nothing that's going to hurt you, that ain't going to be good for you. No matter how much you want it. Now, sometimes you keep on asking and begging, he will give it to you. But you're going to wish he did. And then you're going to be like, God, why you do what? No. Because you kept on begging and you want, that's what you wanted. That's what I gave you. Simple as that, y'all. Let's be careful and be mindful what we ask for. Okay? Because you just might get it. But then, don't forget, according to his will. You gotta line up with the word of God. All right? He ain't gonna give you something that's made for the devil. You know what I'm saying? That go against his word. Oh, like what if you be like, God, I just want to sleep with this person, and y'all not even there? Why would he give you that? That go against his word. That's stupid. Come on, that's stupid. That's dumb. Okay, there you go. That's the word for the day, the verse of the day, and the word of the day. Okay. All right, now let's get it started. Good morning. Y'all see the shirt? Y'all see the merch? Y'all want some? Let me know. All right. Good morning. How my honey bays doing? Everybody good? Good. Yeah, I don't got no coffee. I got coffee, but I ain't drinking it. It's coffee in my cup right there. It's steaming nice and hot. But right now, oh shoot! It is 1 a.m. Y'all knew that? 1 a.m. Yeah, Jimmy working overtime today. Have Jay, I'm gonna need this a recording, y'all. So in case y'all be like, what? It is not 1 o'clock. This a recording. Increase in the raise, working time and a half is what I need. That's why I get silly at night. Cause I'll be sleepy and I'll be talking out the side of my neck. This side right there. All right. Let's see what we got. How far can we get? Let's try to get this whole thing done for the night. Ready? Y'all ready? Okay, let's go. All right, now we in the point of view of Symphony Perkins. Okay? That's the popular chicks. That's the cute popular chick. Yeah, okay. All right, here we go. Chapter 4. Symphony Perkins. But first, let me take a selfie. I hurry and try to make it home fast because now Harmony is complaining she has to pee really bad. I unlock the door with my key, not my mom's key or Harmony's key, but my key. Okay? And before I enter, I stretch my arm along the living room wall and flick on the light. Okay, Harmony, come on. Sure, I'm scared, but I don't want to say it too loud because I don't want her to hear me. I'm supposed to be big sis. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look like I'm tough. I am tough. I don't care what nobody's saying. I'm tough. Okay? Whew. Okay. I flick the light on in the bathroom and keep it on even after she's done. The son is on his way to sleep for the night. That's so poetic. I'm good, ain't I? Yeah, on his way to sleep for the night. That's a good one. I like that. Okay. I like the screen door, but keep the front door open. Just in case something happens, and I need to grab Harmony and run out real quick. I walk past our landline. Y'all still got a landline? Hey, if y'all still got our landline, pop it down in the comments. Do people really still got landlines? I mean, if you ain't no grandparent, I'm a grandparent. I ain't got no landline. Great grands, no, my mama ain't got no landline neither. If y'all seriously got a landline or those, actually that's a lie. My mama do. I just found out the other day. My mama got a landline. when her cell phone battery went out, she called me from another number saying it was her home phone. I'm like, wait, what? Somebody who do, pop it down in the comments and say who they is. Not you. You can just say my my friend's grandma or my grandma or my great 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 grand, she's still alive, that like that. Okay. So here we go. Yeah. What they doing on a landline though? Thank you, sis. She said I'll walk past our landline and pull out my cell. Why? Why? Well, you know what? I think we even in 2014, probably 20. This was published 2014. 2012. I probably was writing this in 2012. And believe it or not, we probably did have some landlines along with the cell phones. Because if you think about it, that probably was like, the cell phones was probably like family and friends, call me after 9 o'clock on my cell phone. Y'all don't act like y'all don't know. Don't act like y'all don't know. Okay. All right, here we go. So I walk past our landline and pull out my cell and call Melody. That's really messed up how you left us, mother. I yell into her voicemail. When are you coming home? I sigh and press the end button and fumble through the mail on the table. I gaze at Melody's bank statement. $10,000! I yell, breaking Harmony's concentration from her cartoons, because she was really into them, too. Can I have some juice? I grab a stool and reach up high in the cabinet to grab one of Harmony's old sippy cups, pour her some juice and hand it to her. Now, I don't know why I had to go way up there and grab Harmony a sippy cup. Because what else you been drinking out of?
Huh.
And why is today any different? I'm just wondering. Yeah. Yeah, hey, y'all on this journey with me. It ain't just all entertainment. We learning too. Entertaining and learning from our mistakes. But seriously. Yeah. Not in this cup. This for babies. I know that's right, Harmony. What color is the sofa you're sitting on, Harmony? White. And what color is the carpet it's sitting on? It's white too. And what color is your juice? She fills her mouth with juice, holds her head back, and opens her mouth. Yeah. Juice spills from the corner of her mouth and drips onto her white Piccadilly skinny jeans. Stop! I make her close her mouth and gulp it down. Oops. She stares down on the splash it made on her jeans. The juice is red, Symphony. Exactly. So why would you do that? I rush her into the kitchen because it was an emergency. Okay? We're talking about white Piccadilly jeans and red juice. Oh God. I'm sorry. I'm going back to the I Cool shirt and Piccadilly. I looked it up, y'all. I looked it up, okay? I don't buy expensive name brands, things like that. And if you guys want my suggestion on writing, don't do this. Just don't do this. If you ain't heard about, now I know you probably, let's just say you poor like me, right? So just stick with the things you know, like Nike, what's a Balenciaga, Dolce Gabbana, stuff like that. Just stick to something cause yeah, I still ain't never heard of no cool. Even if you spell it like, well, if you pronounce it like that or not, and some Piccadilly jeans. That's just a Piccadilly fool. Don't do it. Just stick to the rivers and the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. Okay. Tip. All right. Just stick to what you know. Okay. Here we go. Yes. Okay. And so I rush her in the kitchen and toss her pants into the kitchen sink and immerse them in cold water. Why didn't I do it in the bathroom sink? I don't know. I probably passed it on my way to the kitchen. I look around our posh.
I know, I'm stupid, y'all.
Just in case you didn't know, that $10,000 was not enough for our mortgage, rent, whatever. And the white carpet, white everything. Piccadilly jeans. That meant posh. Okay? Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I look around my posh condo. That's for you guys to know that we're rich, but we're really not. Because we only have $10,000. Okay. So anyways, it's going to have to be a lot of changes around here with only $10,000 in the bank. I shake my head because I just can't believe Melody wouldn't tell me something like this. How are we supposed to live on that?
I know that's
She
right.
doesn't have a job and never had as long as I've been on this earth. Everyone says we look alike. Now here maybe should be a different paragraph because okay. I guess we do when I really think about it. But I will never be like her. I will never depend on someone else to pay my way through life. If I get money, it will be because I earned it from my skills and talents. I walk past the mirror in our walkway, and I can't help but stop and stare at myself. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, that's me staring at myself. I am one fine female, if I do say so myself. And I do say so. And so does everyone else. I run the palm of my hand over my flat abs. All that running, push-ups, and sit-ups were definitely not done in vain. I grab my cell and take a quick selfie. Nice. I have to load that one on my profile pic. Yeah, I look down at our reflection foyer table. That means it's a mirrored table. Yeah, in the foyer, the hallway of the entryway. Yeah, where some of the trophies and photos are, and notice a folder from Chanel's modeling service. I open it and flip through. She also had brochures stuck inside for beauty pageants. I know she doesn't think I'm going through all of that again. I am too old, nor do I have a desire for any beauty pageants right now. Maybe later, but not right now. I text Melody from my cell. And because, I couldn't text from the landline. So I had to let you guys know it's from my cell. And tell her she needs to hurry home because Harmony and I are starving. Mind you, this was before Uber Eats and DoorDash, Instacart, things like that. Okay.
Oh my god. I'm stupid. I
I
promise.
guess they could have delivered like pizza or something. I don't know. But anyway, let's go. So, because we were starving. And so Melanie keeps her house looking fly, okay? It's always neat and clean, and she always cooks. Well, that is when she's home. Yeah. If I don't come home in time for dinner, she'll prepare my plate and have it sitting in the microwave or on top of the stove. My mother was a neat freak, probably OCD, now that I'm thinking about it, Anyways, when it came to house cleaning, her dishes never sat in the sink for long. If you ate something and there were no dishes in the sink, it was your responsibility to wash yourself. Wash it yourself, not wash yourself in the sink. No, wash it yourself. Okay? My little sister and I could leave our rooms a mess and know, like clockwork, it will be cleaned by the time I get home. Yeah, but don't get it twisted. It's not like either of us kept a dirty room or did it on purpose because we knew Melanie would clean it up. Melanie was not a maid, and we wouldn't dare treat her as such. I always secretly wondered if my mother had a mild case of OCD. Maybe not so mild. After all, maybe. Melody didn't have too many house rules. Just give respect and you'll get it. Respect her privacy and she'll respect yours. If a door was closed, it was closed for a reason. Okay? So don't even bother knocking unless it was a dying fire emergency. Okay? My mother schooled me on sex a long time ago. Her rule was, if you're going to do it, be responsible and protect yourself, your body, your heart, and don't bring no babies home because me and the baby both will be living on the streets. On my 16th birthday, my mother was happy that I had made it without getting pregnant. I quickly bursted her bubble and told her to not celebrate until I was 17 just to make sure she didn't jinx it. Melody had given birth to me when she was 16 years old. When she turned 18, she changed her name from Melanie to Melody to harmonize with Symphony. And then she had Harmony 4 years later, and the rest was history. You guys get all that? Okay. I stop and am frozen stiff, trying to figure out what that noise was I just heard. I look over at Harmony, and she's curled up on the sofa, still watching cartoons, about to fall asleep any minute. I check the screen door to make sure it's still locked and go sit down next to Harmony on the sofa. I dial Melanie again. Still, voicemail. Whoa, she makes me so sick. I contemplate if I should call Roman and see if he wanted to stop by. Oh, gosh, Melody, how dare you not feed us? I'm 16. Jeez, and we only have 10,000 buckaroos? No way. Chapter 5, Hunter Santos. We're meeting everybody in case you didn't know. This is just, introduction to everybody. And then we're going to get it all up in the nitty gritty, right? Chapter 5, Hunter Santos. I have nobody. I have surrounded myself with people who are fake just because I need to talk to somebody. Nikki Reed. That is something else. Wow. So true, too. Hola, mommy. I laugh every time Quincy tries to speak Spanish. No, here I go. No estoy bien tratando de hablar español. Huh? Hey, Quincy, your Spanish is horrible. I look over and see Roman. Hey, Ro. What's up with that? What's up with what, Quincy? You open the door with attitude and just say, hey, Quincy, your Spanish is horrible. But you had to sing Ro's greeting. Hey, Ro. I laugh. It felt weird seeing everybody after so long. I mean, we Skyped every now and then, but when I left, in my mind, I had no intentions of coming back. This whole place is a joke. My so-called friends are the biggest joke of them all. Look at Quincy now, all up in my face, skinning and grinning. Quincy, ain't nobody even say it like that. I took the scrunchie I wore on my arm like a bracelet and put my hair up in a quick bun. Where you guys coming from? Nowhere really. Was just chilling at the park with Symphony. You know she mad at you for not showing up to her little practice thing again, Roman says. I shake my head as I close the screen door and stand on a stoop. Ain't nobody thinking about her. She is out there dang near every day practicing. That's just extra stuff. I told her I was thinking about quitting anyway. I just got back and already Symphony's trying to control somebody like she owns them. I have more important things to do besides jumping up and down and trying to cheer somebody on. It was cool in the past years because I wanted to be on the sideline cheering Q on, but not now. She ain't gonna like to hear that. I shrug my shoulders to Roman's comment as Quincy stands close to me. Forget all that. Won't you come through Sim's house? Why? I don't know. So we can chill. Hunter! My mother yells from inside the house. What? She doesn't answer back. Mommy, what? Still no answer. So I don't worry about it. And I answer Quincy's question instead. It depends on if I can get out or not. You've been gone for a whole year, Hunter. Since you've been back, we still ain't had no chill time. Quincy whispered in my ear that so Roman couldn't hear. I know. I've just been so busy moving back home, that's all. But, I've been thinking about you the whole time. I picked through a couple of Quincy's dreads and wonder who he was chilling with the whole time I was gone. You better. You better not have been hanging out with no other nigga. And if I was, I look over at Roman, who's too busy texting than to think about what we're saying. Please. That was the last thing on my mind. Quincy pulls me in for a kiss and I let him without hesitation. I don't know why. It seemed like the normal thing to do. When people say Jalen, you automatically think about Spirit. And when people say Roman, you automatically think about Symphony. And when people say Quincy, you're going to automatically think about me. That's just the way it was. Hi, I'm about to leave you two lovebirds. Swing by the crib real quick. Adios, I say with the quickness. Wasn't nobody thinking about Roman? He was probably sitting there texting Symphony the whole time. So, who cares? Go be with her. Quincy and I stand on the stoop, making out with each other until one of my twin brothers come to the door. Ew, I'm telling. Next thing I know, my mother is calling me to come in the house, saying it was time for Quincy to go home. Ugh, he just got here. I kiss Quincy goodbye one last time and go back into the house with much attitude. Hunter! My mother hollers again. Get started on those dishes. I hated doing the dishes. Not that I was lazy, but after dinner is a mess. People walk around all day snacking and drinking. Each time my brother are grabbing a different cup. After dinner, no one wants to empty their plates. Mommy, why can't the twins help me? I look around at the mounds of dirty dishes invading the sink, and I want to disappear. The dinner table is still plagued with dishes from scraps of food because no one wants to empty them into the garbage. My mother yelling at the boys to come help me with the kitchen, but of course they not moving. They're too busy thinking about their bellies, their full bellies, okay? Full. All right. And video games. I washed about 4 plates and I noticed that neither one of them has come to help. And that's probably annoying, ain't it? And my mother forgot about making them. I turned the water off and stomp to their room. Get up! I yell at them as if I were their mother. Hold on! No! Come on and help me with the kitchen! I wait a few seconds. Now! If I can't have fun, then you can't either. I tell them both. Dead all of that. We'll be there when we get done with our game. Mommy, tell them to come on. My mother comes into the room with Josiah wrapped in a towel. Go help your sister. Okay. Their mouths agreed, but they didn't budge 1 inch. I reach over and mess with Josiah's piggies. Did you have a good bath? Hunter, he's 3 months old, so don't. He doesn't know what you're talking about. My mother leaves out of the room, and my brothers are still playing the game. I walk over closer to the electrical plug and fake as if I tripped, pulling the plug from the socket. The TV and the whole game system goes black. Y'all know what's funny? It's like, I don't even know what kind of accent I'm at. It's like between like Spanish and African. Spafrican. Spafrican. All right. Don't think I'm gonna be doing this the whole time. I'm just giving y'all the introduction so y'all can make up in your own minds. Technically, she's Dominican, okay? She's Dominican. All right. That's my Spafrican accent, okay? So that way, when you hear Hunter, you know when I'm not doing the Spafrican accent, then y'all do it in your own head, okay? All right.
Ah.
The TV and the whole game system goes black. For a moment, I think they were in complete shock because it was dead silence. Suddenly, the twins lunge at me. I take off running towards the kitchen. I'm gonna kill you! They both shout in unison. Now you know how I feel. Tell that. As the twins were finishing the last of the dishes, I was wiping the kitchen table off with my cell vibrating in my pocket. I look at my cell, not recognizing the number. Normally, when that happens, I press ignore and keep it moving, but this time, against my better judgment, I answer. Hello? So it's true. Who is this? I took the phone away from my ear and studied the number again. Nope, no recollection. It's been a minute, so I'm gonna let you get a pass on that one. As soon as I hear them laugh, I know exactly who it was. My cell slips through my fingers and I catch it just in time before it crashes to its death. Cause y'all know them phones, especially the iPhone, they done. Yep, whole new screen. Anyway. Oh my gosh! He's going to think I hung up on him. It's not as if I wanted to talk to him because I didn't. He's just not the kind of guy you hang up on. I hand the dishcloth to my youngest brother, Jordan. And the name's just messed up, y'all. You'll see. Don't worry about it right now. Just let it flow. Just let it flow. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right. And tell him to finish the table. Heck no! You better not leave! Joey yells as he places the dish into the dish rack. Right! You said help you. We're not doing it for you. Justin, shut up. Just give me a second. I go into my room and close the door, pacing back and forth. I contemplate calling him back. I consider the consequences and repercussions of doing both. In my head, quickly, I'm thinking if I call him back, he might believe I didn't hang up on him. But then I'd have to have a conversation with him, and he would probably ask me all these annoying questions. My cell rings before I had a chance to fully figure out what I should do. I hesitantly press the send button and answer. Did we get disconnected? Or did you just hang up on a nigga? No. Know what? Because see, I'm having a hard time believing that my girl will hang up on me. You still my girl, right? He laughs his laugh again, and I'm feeling really intimidated at the moment. I try to take a deep breath all the while I'm praying this conversation will end abruptly. Yeah, I'm serious, girl. I try to laugh a little myself and play it off as not the least, as if I'm not the least bit scared of them. My fingers accidentally hung up the phone. My bad. You know I wouldn't intentionally hang up on you. I'd like to think not. You've been home for a minute now. How come you ain't get at me? Huh? Sweetie, I'm a busy man. I ain't got time to play games like you ain't here, nigga. Now come on, babes. I didn't have your number. Well, you have it now. Lock that shit in. And don't be afraid to use it. Matter of fact, you better use it. He laughs again. It's never a laugh like something is funny. More of a taunting laugh. Anyways, huh? Yes? You got anything you want to tell me, babes? Huh? I correct myself before he does it for me. I mean, like, what? I could feel the sweat pouring from my armpits. You tell me, sweetie. I'm sure you know better than I do. I had no idea what he was talking about. What? That I missed you? I really didn't. I was glad he was out of my life. I hated to be talking to him now. I don't know. Did you? Yes? I lied. Did you miss me? I hated myself for even letting that flow from my lips. I can show you better than I can tell you. We'll hook up soon, but later for all that. Right now, I got some business that I need you to handle for me. Think you can do that? Patron, you know all you gotta do is ask. That's my name now. Chapter 6, Roman Davis. Solitude. Loneliness expresses the path of being alone, and solitude expresses the glory of being alone. Amen, Paul Tillich. That's right. That's right. All right? We ain't talking about being lonely. We talking about solitude. Give us our solitude so we can express the glory of being alone. Leave us alone. So, what we talking about?
Oh, thanks, sis.
All right.
Thank you.
This is Roman. Point of view.
Thank you. I appreciate
This
that.
is the best time of the day. Not necessarily because it's night, but because I'm alone in my room. Amen. I'm alone in my room. Just my beats and me. Usually, my grandmother's in one ear and Symphony's in the other ear, both yapping about something. If it ain't that, then I got a room full of niggas trying to play Madden or want me to make them a beat. Half of them can't rap, and the other half want something for free. Ain't that the truth? Roman ain't never lied with them words, did he? That is the truth. God, everybody always wants something for free. Let me get it on the free 99. No, because I didn't make it on the free. The hell? Let's go. I like to be in solitude when I create. I know that's right. Get out. Man, let me do my thing. Okay? Whew, my mind clear and free from any outside drama. Okay? These words still ring true right now. That's another reason why I'm glad Hunter is back. Now maybe Q will get off mine. I have a goal. I have goals, not dreams. Just like in the old movie, don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Dreams are for suckers. I'm already peeping out the latest colleges for either the best music arts program or business. Don't choose business. Business, just mind your own business, okay? Don't go to college for business. It is one of the, trust me. Y'all got a business degree? Put it in the comment if you do. And if you do, let me know what you did with it. Okay? Let me know what you did with that business degree. Did it work for you? That's all you needed? Did you have to go back and get anything else to do something with or out of your life? Or is that business degree holding you down? I'm just curious. Okay. Let's see. I plan to be one of the best music producers one day. Ah, the dreams of a youngin'. Isn't it wonderful how they just, I plan to do this and plan to do that, and those plans never come to fruition? We don't know, do we? Unless we do it and find out. Let's see if he did. Yeah, so I plan to be one of the best music producers one day. I figure I already have the talent in music, but who knows? You can never stop learning. With the football skills I have, I hope to get a free ride by getting a football scholarship. If Cynthia and I get married one day, we should be set. Me and my music biz, and her with her clothing line, we be rolling in dollars. Q taps me on my shoulder, knocking me from my solitude. See what I'm saying? Knocking me from my solitude. What do you want, Q? Dang. Take that plug out so I can hear too. Y'all see these headphones? Okay, they stay attached to my head. You understand? Headphones, meaning the phones that I hear, the sound I hear from my head only, not yours. The heck? Take it so I can hear too. Is that my shit you working on? See what I mean?
Ooh.
I can't catch a break. Sup, man? Thought you would be chilling at Hunter's house for a minute. Yeah, so, Roman sigh and everything, but Quincy, he don't give a damn. He want what he want. You know what I mean? He don't care that Roman was in his solitude. Okay? That's the problem with people. No, when somebody don't want you around no, they don't care. That's the whole point and problem. The other person don't care that the other person is in their solitude. He just want to know, is you working on my shit? Put a cord out so I can hear too. This ain't for you. Dang.
Oh my God.
You ain't hear him sigh like, sup, man? Thought you would be chilling at Hunter's house for a minute. That means, yo, bro, I love you, but I thought you was going to give me some time to be me. That's why I left you and your girl alone. So I can come here in my room and create your shit. You see what I'm saying? God dang. All right. Thought so too. But her mom's went back into trip mode. That sucks. I wish. Thought I was gonna get, you need to clean this room. My grandmother chimes in, cutting Q off from his dirty mind. Pick up them CDs and close the clothes off the floor, boy. I am, Ma. My cell rings, and the caller ID says Symphony. See what I'm saying about solitude? What's up, babe? Where you at? The crib? Oh. I pulled a plug from my headset. My beat intertwines with Q's lyrics, pouring into the airwaves, and it sounds sick. The good kind of sick, not the ew, that's nasty sick. In case you guys were like, I don't know what generation of sick were we listening to right now, but it's a good sick. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. I don't know, like that. Okay. Ooh! Quincy places his fist to his lips and looks amazed as if he didn't think our collab would be fire. Dun, dun, dun. All right. He nods his head along with the beat in deep thought. Yeah. Hell yeah. Nigga, right? As if you ain't know. Just need a little tweaking here and there. Yeah. But yeah. Uh-huh. Yo, like dun, 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 right? And Quincy comes to rap along with the beat, checking his hooks and making sure that everything is flowing as it should be. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. Every day I wake up, son of a battlefield, so hard to look up. Son of a battlefield, just wanna give up. Son of a battlefield, cause I can't take it. I just can't take it. All of a sudden, it all becomes official. My beat and his lyrics met and said, I do. If ever there was such a thing as marriage between a beat and a lyric, this was the ceremony right here. Q and I were in this moment. I had forgotten all about Symphony on the other end of the phone. I'm mentally prepared to be cussed out because I know she was going to let me have it. Sorry about that, bae. Not a problem. I enjoyed listening. You must be at home by yourself again. She sighs and says, of course. Harmony's here though. You want me and Q to swing through? That'd be nice. I'll order a pizza and see if Hunter wants to come by too. Alright, cool. Let me finish up here and we'll be on our way. Dum, da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Hey, little homie, let me holler at you for a minute. Patron and Remy sat in the front of their parking lot in Remy's silver Cadillac. Here these niggas go. Q was already happy to make his way over to them. First question. How y'all little scroungy niggas got two of the baddest chicks in the complexes? Patron asked from a passenger side window. Well, you know, Quincy gives Patron dap from the window. Y'all playing in Saturday's game, right? They both get out the car and lean on the hood. No doubt. Q answers for me. Y'all want to make some bread? Patron finally spoke while puffing on a blunt. Hell yeah! What we gotta do? Q steps closer, but I stay planted where I am. Everything about these dudes spells trouble all the time. Nothing good ever came from dealing with Remy and Patron. Yeah. Remy puts his arm on Q's shoulder as if what he was about to say is top secret. It's simple. I just need y'all to throw the game when y'all go up against the Cougars. Huh? That's it? That's it. What? I know he did not just say what I thought he said. I'm MVP on my team, and I ain't trying to throw nothing but a football. If your punk ass wasn't all the way over there, then maybe you would have heard what I said. Remy turns and looks at me, trying to intimidate me and put fear into my heart. They operate that way. Man, throwing a game is like throwing away any chances of being seen by a recruiter or getting a scholarship. Plus, we undefeated. I ain't about to do that. This little nigga think he hard, P. I see that. Nigga, you a soft man, barely a sophomore. I could see if you were like P here. Remy smacks his brother lightly in the chest. He's a junior, and ain't no recruiters looking at your young ass right now anyway. Yo, let me talk to my man, and we'll get back with y'all. I'm in either way, cause I could use the bread. Quincy looks at me as if telling me to get on board. Well, I don't see what the big deal is. Just throw the game. This is Hunter. Don't remember I gave y'all a caveat in her point of view, her first point of view, where she Dominican, so she got a little accent. But I told y'all I ain't about to be trying to be an accent because it come out sounding like what I say, Spanican, the Spanish and African. You know, so I yeah, just do it in your own head, okay? Hunter takes her shoes off and slides her bare feet under her as she sat on Symphony's living room sofa. Remember, it's white. Don't forget, posh condo. Yeah, that's where they are right now. You don't see what the big deal is because you have no idea where Roman is. Symphony sits the pizza
My
box
commentary,
on the
sis.
coffee table and grabs the paper plates. Y'all, hold on. They about to eat pizza in a posh condo, sitting on a white sofa and white carpet. Is she crazy? She better take that into the kitchen. All right, here we go. All right. You want some of this? Symphony offers Hunter a slice. No, I'm good. I already ate. Anyway, Roman was Westbrook's first freshman all-state with the most total yards from scrimmage. 2,000 yards plus. 2,000 plus yards, but go ahead and school him, bae. I pat Symphony on her back and I reach and grab a slice of pizza for myself. And he was named first string offensive player and defensive player for the city and state. So, who cares about all that? I'm talking about fast money, cash right now in our hands. Quincy stands up to emphasize this point. Just like Remington said, ain't no recruiters checking for you right now. Man, you sound crazy. Freshman year, I already had recruiters checking for me. I get up too and pound my hand with my fist to prove my point. Be careful, y'all don't want to knock no piece of salsa, sling no sauce on none of that white posh stuff. Just saying. All right. Symphony stands in the middle of Quincy and me. I ain't invite y'all over here for all this. Now, Ain't nobody throwing no game. Period. Y'all all know Remy and Patron don't throw out no play money. The less we probably get is like $500 a piece. Quincy calms down and tries to explain his point of view. I don't know about all y'all, but a brother like me can use it. Symphony slaps Quincy's bald cap off his head. I know you ain't stupid enough to get involved with them weed heads. And Symphony probably like, $500 a piece. That's just two of y'all, stupid. That's 1,000. I got like 10 of them already in the bank and we love. God, talk about some $500 a piece. Just throw a game and they undefeated. Get out of here. Man.
Oh my
Poor
God.
Quincy. Like literally poor. Man, Ro, you better get your girl. I don't know. I'm with Q on this one. Hunter turns towards me and look me in the face. Please, Ro. You don't want to get them dudes on your bad side. Take it from me and just do whatever they ask and leave it at that. What? How does she sound telling me to do something like that? I'm sorry. Maybe I've never had the chance to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Gibby. I'm still Gibby. I walk over to her and grab her hand and shake. I'm Roman Davis, MVP of Westbrook Tigers football team. Even Quincy had to laugh at that one. I mean, that was a knee slapper. Am I right, guys? If it was a knee slapper to you, put it in the comments. OMG, knee slapper. Jesus. I mean, ha, ha, ha. I don't know. Go figure, I guess. The whole point of it, when you're writing, you want to make sure that the jokes is kind of funny. No. But the thing is, I guess, the matter of the point is that everybody else, all the other characters, thought it was funny. I don't know. But yeah, we're not stopping here. We're going on and on to the break of dawn. All right, y'all. Don't forget to go to heathenjfox.com. Sign up for the newsletter. It's nice and fresh. You might be the first one if you hurry up and get there. I'm just saying. I don't know. And if you followed me before and you're like, I already signed up for the newsletter. And that was like years ago. Do it again. Cause there was a lot of bots coming in. I don't know where or how. And I just deleted everything and started the newsletter afresh. So hopefully, I don't know, maybe let's, stop the bots from coming. I don't know. All right. Okay, y'all, we going on to the next. Keep on coming. We keeping it coming. Good morning. All right. Good morning. That means don't be groaning. That's what that means, if y'all didn't know. Okay. All right, let's go right now, because I'm going right now. Just in the playlist, just go ahead and let it roll. Just keep listening, okay? I love y'all. That means y'all gotta love me too. All right? Wow. Okay, we're gonna start off with the scriptures. Luke chapter 6, verses 46 through 49. It says, and on top of that, this is Jesus talking, in case y'all didn't know. Okay, it's in the red letters. Got it? All right. So, why do you keep calling me Lord, Lord, when you don't do what I say? I will show you what it's like when someone comes to me, listen to my teachings, and then follow it. It's like a person building a house who digs deep and lays the foundation on solid rock. When the floodwaters rise and break against the house, it stands firm because it is well built. But anyone who hears and doesn't obey is like a person who builds a house right on the ground without a foundation. When the floods sweep against the house, it will collapse into a heap of ruins. Now, y'all be like, some of y'all might say, well, Jimmy, what that mean? Well, I don't know, but this is what it means to me. I'm just saying, it could be something else to you, but this is what the Holy Spirit give me. It say this. So you can say, Lord, Lord, and this, that, and other. But if you ain't listening, right? When I say listening, I mean receiving what he's saying and doing what he's saying, following his laws and his teachings, right? So that way, if you follow the laws and the teachings of the Lord, okay, you going to follow the directions, okay? Like say you're building something, you got to follow, everything gives you directions on how it should be built, okay? Just like God did. Like, okay, like they say, I don't know if you call it anagrams, what do you like that. How to say, Bible means basic instructions before leaving earth, right? So if you follow the basic instructions, just the way that God had laid it out for you, you should be good, no problems. But a lot of times we don't follow the directions, right? Let's say you're putting up a desk and you get the desk, okay? And you say, I ain't reading these directions. I know what I'm doing. I saw the picture. It's good enough. And then you start putting it up on how you think it should go. And then how it's supposed to go. Well, you got, extra screws left over. That's just extra. Ain't no extra. Okay. You ain't put it up right. So therefore you go sit something on the table. Like say it's an entertainment center. You put your big screen TV on there and dang just fall and crumble and then it break the TV too. Now that could have been avoided had you listened or read the instructions and followed it. Okay? Same thing that Jesus gave the description when he said the foundation of the house, right? So think of it like you want the three little pigs. Just like the three little pigs. How the three little pigs, the first two of them didn't really listen. The third one did. That's why they all ran and got saved off of the last little pig that did listen. It's like that. Like the three little pigs. Yeah. Okay. So, and if you want to take the house, you got a basement. So that foundation is laid. It's stuck way deep down in there, right? And then you got a trailer home, right? Where, they just wheeled that on in. You see what I'm saying? That's why they cheap. Trailer homes. I'm talking about mobile homes, if you will, I guess. Because they can just wheel those in and just set it down. It ain't got no firm foundation to stand on. That's why it's cheap, because if a hard wind come, it'll blow it all away. That's what it means. Okay, y'all got that? That's good? Okay, good. Cool. Okay, so we going straight on in. Good morning. How my honey bays doing? Y'all good? Good. Y'all get that scripture? If you got it, you understood it, let me know in the comments. If you didn't, let me know in the comments too. Like, yo, Jimmy, I didn't get that. Let me know. I'll explain it. I'll try my best to explain it better. But I think I did a pretty good job of explaining that. Okay. Okay, so, yeah. So I got my coffee. My coffee good. That means you're going to have a good, perfect, great day. But you know what? Sometimes life don't just hand you lemons so you can, make lemonade. Sometimes life hands you fake people that sit there and just lie to you. For no apparent reason. Stupid dumb lies too. But you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, man, but you know what? If you got any haters or liars in your day, just Sing a song. Just sing a song, sing it away like, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, say whatever you're gonna say. Just lie, just keep it on lying. I don't really care, cause I ain't really listening to your lies. Yeah, like that. You know, something like that. You know, I don't know. But yeah, let's get on into it. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Here we go. Chapter 7. My girl, Symphony Perkins. Designers want me to dress like spring and billowing things. I don't feel like spring. I feel like a warm red autumn. Marilyn Monroe, my girl. Yeah. All right, y'all. We about to get into it. Do you think it was wise to send those two together to get some bottled water? Hunter asked me as I searched through the dresses I designed. Yeah. I'm not drinking no faucet water. Girl, I'm saying because the two of them were so heated when they left. Girl, they are not about to be fighting over that mess. Besides, dudes don't really fight over stuff like that. Girls, maybe. Well, not me. I look at my hot, like fire nails and blow on them as if they were just painted. I'm not trying to break my nail fighting no thought. Okay, y'all. Y'all know this was written in like 2020, probably 2013, 2012, like that. That was a thing that back then. Y'all know a thought. So shut up and just listen. Y'all know it. Y'all know what the thought is. Y'all remember, don't you? That's a young kid word anyway. That wasn't our word. I got that from y'all. Anyway, let's go on.
Oh my
If you
God.
say so,
This is
let you
crazy.
find out Roman got a side chick. I bet you break all them nails off yourself. And you ain't never lied, but I guarantee that wouldn't be the only thing I'd be breaking. I find the dress and hold it up to me to show Hunter. She doesn't see because she's too busy texting. I walk over to see who was more important than my designs. And she holds the phone to her chest. Dang! Let me see. I try to snatch the phone from her, but she holds on to it even tighter and throws herself onto my bed so I couldn't get to it. Is it that serious? Obviously. Well, fine. If you want to keep secrets, I'm not giving you this stress. Jeez. Sam, do you want to see my man's thing that bad? Ew. He texts you a pic? While he was walking to the store? Hunter gives me a blank, sarcastic stare. I hand her the dress and tell her to try it on. I like this. I know, right? She heads out of my room and I stop her. Where you going? To the bathroom to try it on. So try it on. Why you have to go to the bathroom? It ain't like we ain't never changed in front of each other before. Unless you have some holy moly granny panties on. I crack up laughing. Nah, I have to use it, so I figure I just change while I'm in there. Why you gotta take your phone too? I know you're not thinking about texting him any pics back from my bathroom. She laughs, turns around, and looks at me with a mad face. I wave her off and say, hurry up, I want to see it. Gosh, where's she? Dang. It's free. Like she paying me. You know what I'm saying? And this is free advertisement for me. Hunter goes to the bathroom to change and comes back and the dress looked better than I had imagined it. Girl, yes! This is definitely you. I know, right? Girl, you outdid yourself on this one. That shade is perfect with your skin tone. I grab my cell and start snapping photos. My hair is not done for all that.
Ooh.
Please, Hunter, I am not interested in your face. I am getting the dress and the dress only.
Ooh.
I like to take pics of my creation and place them in my design book. In it, I have a beginning sketch along with the sample piece of fabric and a pic to complete each design. I'm going to have to start charging you, I tell Hunter as she returns to the bathroom to change out of the dress. After I come home from grabbing a chocolate milk, I see an extra tray sitting at our table in front of a pink and purple backpack. Whose is this? I asked curiously. I think that's what's her face? Quincy snaps his fingers as if it were a mechanism for jump-starting his memory.
Mm-hmm.
Damn! The hell is her name? You know the one girl that was at the park the one day?
Mm.
I know it ain't that freshman Amber. I say, looking at the stupid backpack in the chair. Yeah, her. Thought you ain't know her name. Quincy teased. Where the hell is her stuff at our table? Q shrugged his shoulders and continued eating as if he really didn't care. I don't know. Think Ro or Hunter told her to come over here. Why the hell would they do that? Quincy pushed his tray away from him and looked at me as if I was irritating him. I said I don't freaking know. Now, should I stop eating just so I can accommodate you in a freaking game of 20 questions? Sometimes. No, scratch that. At all times. I can't stand Quincy's dumb ass. I don't know whose bed you climbed out of on the wrong side on, but you might need to go back and try it again. Don't take it out on me because you're unsatisfied. I climbed out of yours. Nigga, you wish. The one thing I hated about Roman was that he always had to play the good Samaritan. Well, I guess that's where he and I were different. The more I stared at her tray, the more it pissed me off. I know this chick ain't trying to get in where she wished she fit in. I slammed my bag on the middle of the table, sit my food and myself down, and slide my bag across the table, sending Amber's food crashing to the floor. Oops, I said, looking at her fries, burger, and salad commingling together on the floor. Now that's just dumb, stupid, and selfish, Q said as he eyeballed the mess on the floor. I know you did that shit on purpose too. Great. Usually, no matter how much Quincy get on my nerves, he always appreciated one of my good jokes or devious plans. I guess Roman must be rubbing off on him. Don't tell me you're getting soft on me, Q. Hell no! I'm just saying, You could have given a nigga a heads up. I could have grabbed those damn fries. As we sat there, laughing at the mess on the floor, I see Roman and Amber walking towards us with food trays in their hands. Hunter is walking towards us empty-handed coming from the restroom. At this moment, I'm puzzled like a mug. Q, are you sure that was Amber's tray? It was sitting right there in front of her bag. He assures me. That nigga better not have played me. What the heck? Hunter yells, referring to what appears to be her food on the floor. At this point, I was speechless. Technically, I would just tell my girl the truth right here, now, and possibly just buy her another lunch. But hell, I can't look like an ass in front of that nobody-ass chick. And I damn sure can't afford no more points adding up on Roman's bad side. But then again, forget them both, because somebody invited that bot over here. So regardless of whose food it was, it's gone now. I didn't know it was your food. I say to Hunter, who was looking at me as if she wanted to kill me. Damn, was that bitch that hungry? She can swerve with all that. Would that have made any difference, knowing whose food it was? Roman, the rescuer, spoke. What do you mean, would it have made a difference? I wasn't the one who put it down there. I lied, trying to save my own ass. So yeah, it may have made a difference because if I had known it was Hunter's, I would have got her another lunch. But why would you have done that if you didn't do anything to it in the first place? Roman, you ain't the only nigga that can have compassion. You act like I don't have a decent bone in my body. Sometimes I hate his self-righteous ass. I pleaded the fifth, and then Quincy spoke. Dang, bruh. It was an accident, okay? I dropped the shit down there, so what? So what? That was my food, Quincy. Now what am I supposed to eat? Mr. Q! Mr. Morrison yelled from the other side of the cafeteria. I'm a little jealous. Seems like we had a lunch date and you stood me up. So, you can spend the rest of your lunch period in my room now and for the rest of the week. Everyone in the cafeteria looked at Quincy and oohed. Ooh. What you in for? Roman asked. Man, he caught me flicking his class the other day. This some bullshit. Well, at least he didn't suspend you. Better for me if he did. He looked at Amber. Hey, newbie, pick that up for me. Without even thinking about it, Amber starts to pick the food up from the floor. You ain't gotta do that, Roman said as he moved Amber out of the way and cleaned it himself. My stomach churned, and suddenly I didn't have an appetite for my untouched food anymore. I slide my tray towards Hunter, bon appetit, and get up to leave. It pisses me off how I have always been there for Roman at his every beck and call, and he gonna play me like that? As far as I'm concerned, he can do whatever the hell he wants to and with whoever he wants to with. I know it was something I didn't like about that girl. She always staring at Roman or me. For a minute, I thought that maybe she was a lesbian. But when I see how she has to act all shy around Roman, Dr. Yana, please. I am far from stupid or naive, and his dumbass is just falling into the trap. As far as the pimple-faced chick is concerned, she just made my shit list. Alright, now it's September. Chapter 8. Throughout life, people will make you mad, disrespect you, and treat you bad. Let God deal with the things they do, because hate in your heart will consume you too. Will Smith, believe it or not. All right, here we go. This stupid day is finally over. Took long enough. Symphony was glad to head down the hall to the locker for the last time today. Symphony! Roman yells her name from a distance. She acts as if she didn't hear him and kept walking towards her locker. She'd be damned if she was about to carry any books home today. Symphony refused to walk around with a backpack like most of the lames, looking like grade schoolers. The amount of homework these dumb teachers gave her was entirely too much. It had to be against the law. What are they doing in these teachers' meetings? They need to be discussing who's giving out homework on what day and how much. Then, again, maybe they do. I bet you they all have it in for me, Symphony thought. She neatly aligned all her books in her locker according to her classes so that way she can just go and grab them within the little 5 minutes they gave them to get to the next class. She slams her locker shut and rolls the combination a few times. Don't ask why. It was just a habit she had. Oh, so you ain't hearing me call you, huh? Roman was standing there waiting, not giving a damn. She didn't lie, but kept it short. I heard you. So why the heck didn't you stop, turn around, or acknowledge your ears were working then? What, Roman? She was still agitated, and it showed. But knowing Roman, he didn't care. He had the nerve to invite that chick over to her table again. He knew that was her table and has been since they first started Westbrook. But the worst part about it is he knew how she felt, but acted as if he didn't care. What's your problem? I know you ain't mad about the girl. Nah, I ain't mad about the girl, Roman. Symphony said sarcastically. You know I don't like her, and yet and still you seem to keep inviting her to the table, to my table. So, you getting all out your hookup for what? It doesn't bother you to see someone constantly sitting by themselves? You of all people should know what it feels like to be alone, Symphony. Symphony cocks her head and looks at Roman sideways. She felt like he was hitting her below the belt, and she had no idea why. You know what? Symphony stops herself in mid-sentence and lets it go. So, what's up with you? What you trying to get into? He flashes his pearly whites at her. Wanna hang? I don't know. I got a lot of homework. She knew what kind of hanging out Roman wanted to do. She really wanted to tell him to find the Amber chick and find out what she was doing, but she fought against it. Jealousy never really looked good on anyone. Nah, really? Roman responded sarcastically. We pretty much got the same classes, so we might as well do it together. He places a strong emphasis on the two words, do it. Besides, I know you ain't about to carry no books home, so you might as well use mine. He said exactly what she wanted him to say. Roman was far from being stupid or lazy. He knew how to get down with the books and always put his schooling first. Symphony knew he'd be making it easier for her, and she wouldn't have to use up all her brain cells to get all the homework done. Besides, why think if someone would do it for you? Symphony loved looking at Roman and admired his sense of taste, but she wouldn't let him know all that. If you want a man, you gotta play hard to get. But sometimes it was hard trying to play hard. Symphony thought to herself. Roman had that good hair, and that was naturally curly, but he kept it short, kept it shaved close to his head. So you get them waves, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, them easy waves with the good hair. The good hair. Okay. You could tell he had nice hair by the way it laid down so smooth and thick, and his waves can make a person seasick. He always dressed in the latest fashion and kept his kicks fresh and free from any dirt or creases. The only thing Symphony thought was lame about Roman was that he carried an all-black backpack. At least he was Nike, and not one of those $5 or $9.99 Walmart rollbacks. Plus, he wore his hanging off one shoulder, so she thought that was kind of cool. Here, put my folder in your bag, Symphony figured. Why not be totally hands-free? She took out her win-win pink lipstick from her bag and refreshed her lips. Just as she was applying a thin layer of lip shine, she was interrupted. Hi, Symphony. An all too eager freshman runs up to her. She couldn't help but shake her head. It's me, Amber. We sat together. Please don't remind me. She whispers to herself. What the hell is up with your hair? You need to seriously kill that backpack for real though. The freshman looked as though Symphony hurt her feelings. Symphony didn't give a damn. It wasn't like nobody gave a damn about her feelings. Symph! Roman called out to get her attention and gave her a look that said, leave the little girl alone. What? Symphony looks in Roman's direction. You don't roll up in Westbrook speaking to me with no pink and purple backpack. And to make matters worse, it's on her back. And it's a rollback. Symphony expresses to Roman as if Amber wasn't standing right there. Take it easy, Symph, Roman said, getting his laugh on. She's a freshman and having a hard time fitting in. He touched Amber's shoulder and said, you have to excuse her. She has backpackophobia, a fear of backpacks. Roman sees his cousin Jalen and run to catch up with him, leaving Amber and Symphony standing there. Can I ask you a question? The freshman continues without Symphony's permission. Why do you hate me when you don't even know me? Listen here, little girl. You don't fool me. I peeped your game before you even thought about playing it. Huh? See? Why you even step to me and think you can even hold a conversation with me? Everybody up in here. Symphony twirls her index finger in circles. Roman, I see how them twins be disrespecting you, and you don't do nothing about it because you're weak. Simber looks at Simber. Cynthia looks at Amber and rolls her eyes. This little chick didn't have a clue who Cynthia was or what she was capable of. But Cynthia had a feeling she was definitely going to try her. All Hunter wanted to do when she got home was to sleep. In American government, Mr. Morrison was so boring. She couldn't help but to catch some Z's in his class. Hunter thought she was safe sitting in the back. She propped her head in her left hand and kept her pen on the other hand on her notebook as if she were taking notes. All right. Suddenly, her eyes closed. It had been a few minutes before her head dropped full speed heading for her desk. Thank God she caught it before her face and desk were rudely introduced. Hunter looked around the room, embarrassed and hoping that no one had witnessed what just happened. No one had seen her except Quincy. He was over there shaking his head. Hunter knew he wanted to fall asleep just like she had with Mr. Morrison's monotone speaking self. She looked down at her notebook and discovered she had taken no notes at all. Just a bunch of scribble-scrabble from her trying to fake as if she was awake. Yeah. Did any of that ever happen now? Y'all be in class just like, I was in your head, keep, whoa. 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 That was something, boom, oh shoot, this close. That actually really did happen to me in high school. Yep. I slept through the whole dang on class too. I was shocked. My head was like, almost hit. Man, I'm telling you, I caught myself just like I wrote
that,
it.
man.
Caught myself
So
bam,
bad.
right there. I'm talking about inches. Okay, not even just woo, a hair. My face could have been boom.
Oh.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Okay, so as always, Cynthia saves Hunter a window seat in the back with her. Hunter would still rather heated at Cynthia for the stunt she pulled at lunch. Hunter thought it wasn't like Cynthia to be so thirsty over refreshment at that. She lay her head up. Okay. I'm about to say, what? How you lay your head up? Okay. All right. She lay her head up against the window and closed her eyes to rest while everyone continued to board the bus. Oh man, Hunter, watch out! Quincy's voice screams in Hunter's direction, jerking her away. What? She yells back, startled. Oh, nothing. I thought your head was going full speed toward that window. Hunter glares at Quincy. Shut up! Even more agitated than before, she regains her position alongside the window and closes her eyes again and listens as Quincy retells the events of what had taken place in Mr. Morrison's class. Hunter didn't care, and she wasn't the slightest bit embarrassed. She was too sleepy for all the nonsense. Quincy could be so immature sometimes. If he wasn't so annoying and always had to one up on Roman. He might have been a great catch to Hunter. She was too young to know if Quincy was Mr. Right, but she knew he was Mr. Right now. He had a dark-skinned complexion and had grown his hair out for the past 6 months so he can get dreads. Hunter didn't mind the way Quincy's hair looked right now. She just didn't like it if they got longer and turned into big Rastafarian dreads. No offense, anyone. She liked them on most people. She didn't think they were the right look for Quincy. Spirit and Jalen, Roman's cousin, have been together since forever. For a young couple, they were doing the dang thing. Let Spirit tell it, they haven't even done the do yet, you know? Cynthia and Hunter tried to tell Spirit, if you ain't doing it with Jay, we guarantee you he doing it with some other chick you don't know about. But Spirit swears up and down he's faithful and committed to their relationship. Spirit and Jalen both come and plop down in an empty seat in front of Symphony and Hunter. Did you see her? Spirit turns around and whispers to them, who? Symphony answers back, the girl I was telling Hunter about, the one I said I think she's crushing on Roman. Please don't get that girl started. Hunter mumbles out loud, referring to Symphony. Oh, you talking about that freshman? Just then, Amber boards the bus with her 2 friends. There she goes right there. Symphony nudges Hunter until she physically had to look. Okay. Hunter questions, wondering why looking at a freshman was more important than her shut-eye experience. Tell her to come sit back here with us. You tell her. You probably want to just kick it on a girl anyway. Hunter turns her body so she was face to face with Symphony. Are you that pressed over a freshman? Spirit was on her knees, facing Hunter and Symphony, all up in their conversation. Turn around and quit gossiping. Jalen pulled Spirit by the shirt. She did as he said, but kept her ears glued to the back of her. Pressed? Symphony repeats 3 more times, as if she couldn't believe Hunter had even thought about letting those words pass through her lips. When the hell have you ever seen me or known me to be pressed about anything or anybody? She cocks her head to the side and waits for Hunter to answer. Like that. Okay. Hunter kept silent, trying to diffuse an already heated situation. Oh, okay. I'm gonna remember that. Symphony hissed and looked at Hunter and squinted her eyes as if they were about to secrete venom. Hunter knew Symphony was not the kind of person she wanted to have on her bad side. It wasn't as if she was scared. Hunter was just not in the market for making any enemies. Besides, she and Symphony have been friends for too long, and she knew too many of Hunter's secrets. She wouldn't want Symphony to run her mouth. So Hunter motions for Amber to come to the back. She was sure Symphony would have a field day with the girl, but it was out of her hands. Roman knew he was the smoothest brother at Westbrook High. Every girl wanted to get with him, and every guy wished they were him. Everyone knew Roman, or rather what they thought they knew, or what he wanted them to know. Even though he stayed mingling with the squad, they never knew what he was really feeling or what he was dealing with on the inside. Yeah, everyone knew his mother had left him with his grandmother without leaving a note and saying goodbye or telling them where she was going. But what they didn't know was how bad the incident had hurt Roman. Sure, he made everyone believe he didn't give a damn and that it didn't bother him one bit. But deep down inside, it cut deeper than a machete slicing across his throat. Symphony thought she was slick, always having her little minion crew, her flunkies, that always did everything she said. Roman thought as he watched Symphony and her friends call Amber to the back. Roman knew Symphony tried to control him, but he was way too slick for that. He wasn't about to have a chick running him. That's why Symphony was always salty. Salty. Roman wasn't one that could be controlled by the hands, thoughts, or words of another. Sometimes Roman just liked to piss Symphony off, just because he could. He got amused seeing her come out of her hookup because she always tried to be as cool as if she was untouchable. Like now. The only reason why she told Hunter to call Amber to the back was to mess with her. But Roman had another trick up his sleeve to mess with Symphony and get inside her head. As Amber approached the back, Roman stood up and say, "So, what's your name again?" "Amber." Roman could tell she was shy and as inexperienced as they came. He peeped her out real quick. Virgin. Definitely a virgin. Had to be. She was too scared to even look him in the face. She was cute though, Roman thought. Would be even cuter if she had a shred of confidence. It was probably all those bumps on her face. "Move, Roman, and let her by," Symphony yells, with extreme positivity in her voice. Symphony knew Roman, and he knew her. That's why he ignored her and kept on with his plan. He moved to the side in an usher-like manner, offering Amber the window seat of where he was sitting. "Oh, so that's the game you trying to play?" "Okay," Symphony says as she sits with her girls becoming loud and obnoxious. "I see somebody want to get fucked up." Roman could tell that Amber was becoming uncomfortable, so he tried to make small talk to ease her nerves. "So, what do you think about Westbrook High?" "I like it." Damn. That was it? He was waiting on her to say something more or try her best to make the answer a little longer than that. Roman licks his lips and readjusts himself, sitting a little closer to Amber. He could feel her shaking. He laughs a bit and touches her arm, but she snatches away from him with the quickness. Now Roman was sitting there baffled. No chick is ever not wanting him to touch her. He continues with the conversation and let her know it didn't faze him none. "What do you like about it so far?" "I don't know." It was literally like pulling teeth to get her to talk to him. As he's trying to talk to Amber, Symphony gets louder and louder. I should go over there and snatch the rest of her hair off her bald ass head. Symphony felt sorry y'all. Amber felt self-conscious by Symphony's threat because she sank down into the seat and fidgeted with her hair. That's one thing Roman hated about Symphony. She always had to be this big tormentor for no reason at all. Calm down. You're looking real thirsty right now. You must be ready to start breaking those nails off, Hunter said to Symphony. Nah, fuck that. You wouldn't be saying that shit if Q's ass was doing that mess, now would you? You got a lot of nerves calling somebody thirsty. Were you thirsty last year when Q broke your heart so bad your ass had to leave town for the rest of the school year? Sam! Roman looks over and yells at her. You need to calm all that down. All that ain't even called for. Nah, what you doing ain't even called for, she yells back. Amber gets up, but Roman holds her arm for her to sit back down. What are you doing? I'm just going to sit back in the front. It's too much drama back here for me. I got your drama, Tatiana. Symphony yells over here in Amber's comment. Don't get too happy sitting where the hell you sitting. He only got you there because he knows it will piss me off. Symphony looks at Roman and winks her eye. He loves the makeup sex, which he won't be getting when we get off this bus. Like I said, Roman knows how to push her buttons, and she knows how to push his. A car pulls up alongside the bus with bass bumping. Roman is grooving to the beat until he sees who's driving. Amber sees them too. She ducks down even further. It's Remy in the car with the twins sitting in the back. Remy sees Roman tap his watchless wrist and points his index and thumb at Roman as if pointing and shooting a gun. Roman looks back and sees Quincy shaking his head. I'm telling you, that right there ain't no idle threat. Quincy leans forward and whispers to Roman, Ma'am, please. I don't know what they doing that for. I didn't make a deal with the devil. You did. Chapter 9, Amber Styles. Life is a song. Sing it. Life is a game. Play it. Life is a challenge. Meet it. Life is a dream. Realize it. Life is a sacrifice. Offer it. Life is love. Enjoy it. Sai Baba. All right. I stayed on the bus so I could get off at Willow Nim stop and walk back down like I normally do. I couldn't believe all that just happened. I pinched the sleeve of my shirt and used the material to scratch the eczema on my arm. Ugh! I wanted to scratch so bad after Roman had touched my arm right there. It was driving me nuts. Oh my gosh, y'all! I run to catch up with Willow and Ryder. Ah! Can y'all believe that? I scream and laugh at the same time. It was pure silence. I felt like I was talking to myself. What's up? Like, why y'all tripping? I readjust my backpack. Willow looks around like she was looking for something. Ryder, do you hear anything? No, nothing. Ryder had a stuttering problem, but seemed to only get worse when he was telling a lie. Oh, come on, y'all. This This is like one of the happiest days of my life. And this is how y'all gonna do me? You know, it's mighty funny how you just forgot about us. No. What's mighty funny is how you ran and left me that time. But we ain't gonna talk about that, are we? Willow folds her arms across her chest and taps her feet. Amber, I already apologized about that, so just let it go. I can't believe how my best friend is seriously hating on me right now. Fine. But Willow, y'all could have come to the back and sat just like I did. I found myself having to explain my decision. I knew full well if any one of them had invited Willow and brought her to the back, either of them would have flown in the back of the bus. But then again, maybe not, because they like being a nobody. But we weren't invited, just you. Ryder chimed in. I know, right? I couldn't help but sing it while I popped my collar and dust my shoulders off. I couldn't contain my happiness. All my school life, I had been waiting for a day like today. It had finally come, and I had no one to share it with. It really sucked that they were my friends and couldn't be happy for me. Oh, haters. I mumbled to myself. I wouldn't have gone back there anyways. Willow began. Those who want to ride in the back of the bus are ignorant. Ignorant to the facts of how and why we fought so hard to be able to sit in the front. Blah, blah, blah. I mean, can she get any more boring? I mean, she couldn't possibly be serious. Like, we ain't know our history. I couldn't contain myself any longer. Why is you hating, Willow? I stopped walking, took my backpack off my back, and slid it to the ground. Willow turns around, walks back to where I stopped. Ain't nobody hating. Willow rocks her neck back and forth. I just don't think they're the kind of people you should hang with. I think they're just trying to set you up for failure. OMG, Willow! You act like somebody is going to take my friendship away from you. I get close up in Willow's face and purse my lips. Mimicking me, Willow said, honey, please. That's the least of my worries. If someone could take your friendship from me, I gladly give it. Just like when you went to the back. And when they turn around, it hurts your feelings. Don't come crying to me about it. Oh, don't worry. I won't. You'll probably run away anyhow. I am glad to be rid of the two killjoys. I wasn't about to let nobody steal my joy today. I was too happy. I used my key to open the door because my mother's car wasn't in the driveway. I checked the refrigerator, and my mother had a note pinned to it, letting me know she had some errands to run with my grandmother and will be back soon. My mother has always been a stickler for rules. After school, me and Camera are to always come straight home no matter what. We're to have no company whatsoever, not even Willow or Ryder. Soon as we get in, we have to change our school clothes, do our homework, and straighten up the house. Those rules are to be followed whether or not she is home. Half of the time, Cameron doesn't even follow them, but I do. I am not trying to get into any trouble. One thing we didn't have was a curfew. That was because we weren't not allowed to be anywhere without my mother, grandmother, or father. If we were outside playing, we have to be in before the streetlights. Yes, my mother was that overprotective. I go into my room, change out of my school clothes, and fall back onto my bed and daydream about Roman and me. I wonder if Roman and Symphony were together all like that. Why he asked me to come sit with him. If Roman was with Symphony, there was no way he would have did what he did in front of Symphony's face. Besides, he was the one who came to me and asked me to sit with him at lunch. Even though Symphony was acting funny, it sure beats sitting at a lunch table with random people I didn't know or by myself. I hated that Ryder and Willow didn't have the same lunch period as me, but I'm cool eating lunch with my bae. Maybe I was just making a big deal out of nothing. I tend to do that from time to time, but not this time. I enjoyed the feeling I got when Roman sat next to me. I loved the way he smelled, his smile, his teeth, and the way his shimmery watch glistened against his bronze colored skin tone. I searched through my closet for something to wear to school tomorrow. I had to make sure I was extra fly. Yep. My heart fell into my belly. What if he asked me to sit with him on the bus in the morning? I grinned a devilish grin. Oh man, if that happened, Willow would be so mad. Oh well, forget her. She'll get over it. I picked up the cutest, newest outfit I had. Cameron comes crashing through the door like a Tasmanian devil and runs into the bathroom. What's wrong with you? I speak into the brown wooden door. Nothing. Something is. I tried to turn the doorknob as if I didn't know he had already locked it.
So.
I lean up against the door and wait for him to come out. After waiting for about 5 minutes, Cameron swings open the door, making me fall back and lose my balance. He grabs a frozen bag of peas from the freezer and places it over his left eye. He probably saw that on TV or something. I don't know if that worked or not. But anyway, so
Crazy.
I try to see what he's hiding on his face by reaching up and trying to remove the peas. Okay? Peas, please. All right. Move. He shoves me. Come on. Let me see. Why? So you could tell mommy? From how you're making it seem, it looks like Mom will find out on her own. Slowly, he moves the bag of peas from his eyes, and I jump back and gasp. Ooh, dang. Huh. Is it that bad? He throws the bag of peas onto the kitchen table and runs into the bathroom. Damn! Bruh, you got that? I'm just saying, bruh, you just can't. You was in the bathroom for 5 minutes. You ran in when you got off the bus. Been 5 minutes, put some peas on it, and came back and like, damn, it done got worse. Hey, like all I can say, even
Oh my God, this is too funny.
It is what it is, y'all know. Good morning, okay. So, I thought my cheek was messed up before. Woo-wee! But his eye is jacked. Okay? When my mother asks about my face, I told her, as I was about to come out of my room, Cameron was busting in. And the side of my door hit me in the face. Of course, Cameron gladly took the backlash for that. Why? I don't know. She yelled at him a little and told him to stop hopping and jumping around so much, you know, because he got ADHD. Yeah, I don't know if y'all know about that, but he do. That's why he be jumping all around. He don't be liking to take his medicine, though. Y'all know how it is. Probably or probably not. I don't know. So then,
This camera right here.
I asked him, I was like, were you fighting? He looks at me as if I'm a moron. Nah, he says sarcastically. I slipped on my bed and hit my pillow. Examining his eye closer in the mirror made him become even angrier. Ooh, I know I'm gonna get in trouble for this. Were you fighting with, who was you fighting with this time? Because Cameron always fighting. I wasn't fighting. You just said you were fighting. Because you pissed me off. Ask a stupid question. Okay. I mean, bro, was you fighting or not? Did the pillow hit you or not? I'm like, what gave you the shiner, bro? God. What the heck? Okay, so why you getting that mad? Why you getting mad at me? I didn't do it. That's just like siblings. Cameron looks at me and sits on the edge of the tub. I wasn't fighting. Not this time anyway. I was standing by the bus talking to Justin after school, and then TJ throws a football at me, saying, "Think fast." After he threw the football and hit me in the face. A football did all that to your face? Shut up and leave me alone. Cameron goes into his room, slams his door. I leave him alone because I know he's going to go through it as soon as mom come home anyway. Y'all know what I mean? All right. So, as time goes on, now, I finished my homework and chores. I even did Cameron's cleaning for him because I felt so bad. Plus, you know, the truth be told, you know, when you too happy, especially when you boy happy, or I don't know if guys do it too, but anyways, when you're happy with the, you know, because somebody like
Right.
paid you some attention, you get that extra adrenaline and energy, and you ready to tackle any and everything that you not normally wouldn't. You know, so that's what Amber's going through right now. Yeah. All right, so now I was left with nothing else to do. My mom should come in soon, and I was bored and getting hungry. I wonder if she like Symphony, like she just waited, waited for her mom to come home. But then I don't know. She ordered her a pizza when the crew got there. Okay. But now Willow and I will be knee deep in conversation. I guess that Willow was still mad since she hasn't called. Hey there. I'll pick up the phone to dial Willow's house. I guess I would have to be the bigger person. Hello. Willow answers on the third ring. What you doing? Nothing. Willow was short with me, so I deducted. Okay, okay? Because I'm smart like that, I deducted that she was still upset. Yep. Look, we've been friends for too long to be going through this. Going through what? I'm cool. Yeah, okay. If she was cool, then why is she talking so dry? Silence. I removed the hamburger meat from the refrigerator and browned it in a pan. Cause yeah, I'm be cooking like that. Right? So, what you doing? What are you doing? Willow finally asked, breaking the silence. Girl, browning some meat for sloppy joes. I couldn't wait for my mother any longer. I hope my mother would be happy that I was taking the initiative. You know, you could have took the initiative and took the trash out. You could have took the initiative and washed the dishes. You could have took the initiative and started dinner like that. Okay. Yep. If your mama ever said, or your daddy ever said, you should have took the initiative, to go ahead and put it down in the comment of what they say you should took the initiative to do. All right. So let's have fun with that in the comments. What's the initiative? Okay. Where we at? My bad. Yes. I hope, yeah. Okay, so besides, in my head, Roman and I were already married, and he hadn't quite gotten home from work yet. Instead of sloppy joes, I was making fried chicken, greens, and mac and cheese, and with a side of Jiffy mixed cornbread. Because you gotta have that Jiffy, you know what I'm saying? Because the sweet tastes like cake. Put you a little bit of extra sugar in there, be like, yeah, it's cake. Yeah. But you know, grandparents don't like that. They don't want to taste cake when they eat their cornbread. Look here, give me some regular cornbread. That's the cornbread that you would usually make to make your cornbread dressing or stuffing with. Okay, and then pair that with some greens and some black eyed peas. Oh yeah. All right. I ain't gonna lie, Willow says hesitantly. I guess I was a tad bit jealous. Ha! I knew it, you hater! I want to throw Willow's confession in her face since she was such a killjoy this afternoon. But I decided to act mature, okay, and let the little situation go. I placed myself in Willow's shoes and thought I'd probably have reacted the same way, if not worse. Instead, I said, girl, ain't no reason to be getting jealous. Says you, I am not a hater though. However, I am happy for you, Amber. You said you're going to be popular this year and find yourself a boyfriend. I guess you're doing it, but keep in mind, stuff like that always comes with some kind of price to pay. What? Whatever. I wanted to ask her how much, because I'd gladly pay it. I had to admit to myself that I was finally doing it. Yep. And my goals were finally being achieved. See, Willow, it's all in who you know. You gotta get in where you fit in. I was now teaching Willow and hoping she was taking notes. Is that right? Willow laughed. Yeah, because see, I guess I should thank you for leaving me. If it wasn't for that, Roman probably wouldn't have even noticed me. But why would you want someone to notice you only when something bad happens? If he was really interested, he would have noticed you anyway. But why would, huh? What the heck is she saying? I sprinkled some sugar in the sloppy joes, placed the lid on top, and turned the knob to simmer, because I know what I'm doing. with the sloppy Joe. I can't say I can cook everything. I just said sloppy Joe. It's just browning meat, throwing the sauce out of the can in there and some sugar. Okay. I know how to make sure it's not salmonella-ish. Okay. All right. Willa. Huh? Are you over there still sipping on some haterade? Finally, we both laughed until my jaws were starting to hurt. Nah, but for real though, what did he say to you anyway? Wow. All right, y'all. There we go. We're going to continue on to the next chapter. All right. Don't forget to go to heavenjfox.com. Sign up for that newsletter so you can stay in touch with me. And Heaven too. All right, y'all. All right. Let me know what y'all think about these chapters. All right. Pop it down in the comments. Let's keep it going. All right. All right. Let's keep it going, because I want to read another one. So come on. Let's go. I love y'all. I mean, y'all gotta love me too. All right. Let's go. Okay, we're going to start off with the scriptures. Luke. All right. Well, sis, what do you think? Let's see. Chapter. And we can pick up, I'm getting sleepy now, so I think I'm gonna leave it right here. And then probably pick up tomorrow. Is that a bag? Yeah, pick up tomorrow. And continue on. Because it's gonna take me forever to do Sims. Oh my god, look at how that hat fit. Oh my god, this is crazy. Crazy. Thank you, sis. Appreciate you coming. I miss you so much. And your content. You know? All right. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna come back on tomorrow and do some more. So hopefully you catch me. I don't know what time though. I ain't gonna lie. It definitely probably be earlier than this, I'm sure. Alright. Oh, hey, babe. I didn't see you up there. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, what's up, nephew? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll pick the story back up from where we left off at, and I keep on you know, trying to update these Sims. All right. Thank y'all for coming, tuning in. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow, God willing. Okay. I love y'all. Y'all have a good rest of y'all night.
Oh.